Hi, this is Tom. Welcome to my channel. I've been doing a series on card magic of based on Harry Lorayne's ideas. So this is my favorite book of card magic, Harry Lorayne, and what he did in this book would be to discuss ideas that he had. It's not a tutorial. There's no diagrams about how to do slides, but he assumes the reader is familiar with card magic, and he gives ideas that one can use in one's own routine. So I'm following along the same vein here, and I've been doing a series on revealing a card where you know the position of the chosen card is the 27th card from the top, but you don't know what it is. And in another video, I discuss how to get to that situation. There's a lot of card tricks. The idea will be you lose the card in the middle of the deck and then reveal it in some interesting way. So another video shows a way of losing the card in the middle of the deck that's very deceptive. It's very clear that the performer cannot know what the card is, and it appears that there's no way to know where it is either. But you know it's a 27th from the top, and then this discusses a way that you can reveal it. I've discussed two other ways. This is the third way. So for this one here, what we'll do is we'll put the packs, the cards in packs 15, 12, 15, and 10. 15 in each pile. So you want to do this in a haphazard way, nonchalant. But let's say that the second pile has 12 cards in it, and the 12th card at the bottom, that should be the spectator's card. So if it's 27 from the top, you do 15 for the first pile, 12 for the next, 15 for the next, and then there'll be 10 left over. Then ask the spectator to choose a pile, and if they choose the pile with 12, well, then their card is at the bottom. So you can just end the trick there. Just have them turn over the pile, and their card will be staring them in the face. Then let's say that they choose a pile that has 15 cards in it. So in that case, you can take the pile with 12, put it on top of another pile, and those two on top of a third pile. So you have one big pile with 37 cards in it, where their card is the 12th from the top, and the other pile is a pile of 15. Have them choose any card they want from the pile of 15, and if it's a face card or it's a spade or a heart, then you can proceed as follows. Let's say it's a queen. So you can say, okay, a queen is 12, so Jack will be 11, queen 12, king 13. And have them count down from the pile that has 37 cards, count down to 12, and the 12th card will be their card. And I think an effective way of revealing the card is to have them count down to 12, and then when they get down to 12, have them stop, and then instruct them to say the name of their card out loud as they turn over the card. And I think that's a very effective way of revealing the card. You're putting the deck in the hands of the spectator as much as possible. Now let's say that they choose the king. So king's 13, just nonchalantly put the king on top of the pile and have them proceed as before, because now the card will be the 13th card. Let's say that they choose a jack. Well, the jack is 11, so have them deal off 11 cards, and when they finish the 11th card, then do a short recap of the trick. This is called time misdirection. So you want them to kind of disconnect from their having dealt a pack of 11 and kind of reset to where now the card is on the top of the pack that's in their left hand. And then you can reveal, do the reveal as before. They say the name of the card, they turn over the card. So that's how you can handle 11, 12, or 13 with the face card. Now let's say that they choose a spade or a heart. So here you can do a spelling technique. So if you spell out a card that has a spade or heart in it, it will have 11, 12, or 13 letters. So for example, two of spades, you spell it out, has 11. Jack of spades would have 12. Queen of spades would have 13. So you can proceed just exactly as before in the case of a face card. Same thing with hearts. Okay, let's say that they don't have either of these. So they turn over a card from the pack of 15, and you can immediately see whether it is a spade or a heart or a face card. If it's not, have them turn over another card. Then after they deal over the second card, then add the two cards together that you have and see if they add up to 24, 25, 26, or 27. And this is actually very easy to do with a little bit of practice because you know that spades will be 11, 12, or 13. You know that clubs will be 10, 11, or 12, and diamonds will be 13, 14, or 15. So the way that I like to do it is to look at the suit first, and then I'll look and see what's the value of the card. And does the value have 3, 4, or 5 letters? So if it has 3 letters, then I think, oh, this is on the low side. If it has 4, it's right in the middle. If it has 5, then it's on the high side. Then I can just immediately go, okay, 10, 11, or 12. Like say pinochle, for example. Pinochle is the jack of diamonds and the queen of spades. So jack of diamonds would be diamonds. I know that is 13, 14, or 15. Jack's right in the middle. So that's 14. Queen of spades, I know spades is 11, 12, or 13. Queen is on the high side, so that's 13. So I know that the jack of diamonds is 14. The queen of spades is 13. Add them together, that's 27. So what I could do then would be put the two cards, the pinochle cards, and the pack of 15. So you put that whole pack of 15 on the deck, and now the spectator's card will be the 27th card from the deck. And then you can just spell down to that card. And a way of doing it might be you can probably spell faster than they can. So you can spell the first card, have them spell the second card. When they get to the S, they say the name of the card, turn over the card. That's the card. Say that the two cards add up to 26. Well, you do the same thing, but you do the time misdirection thing because now the card is at the top of the pack that's in their left hand. Say the two cards add up to 25. You do as with 27, but you leave off the two cards that they're spelling with, and the card will be the 25th. The spell will come down to the 25th with their card on the S. And if it's 24, then you leave off the two cards you spell down. You do the time misdirection thing because now the card is on the top of the pack in their left hand. So that's how you can handle if the two cards add to 24, 25, 26, or 27. Okay, let's say they don't. If they don't add up to 24, 25, 26, or 27, see if one of the cards is a face card or a heart or a spade. It would have to be the new one because if it were the first one, you would have already used it. So if the second card is a spade or heart or face card, then you can do a magician's force to have them use that card and use that to count down as before to 11, 12, or 13. Okay, let's say that the cards are not, either one of them are a heart or spade or face card. That means they're either two clubs or a club and a diamond. Well, the clubs spell to 10, 11, or 12, and the diamonds spell to 13, 14, or 15. So if one of the cards spells to 11, 12, or 13, then you can proceed as before. You can just do a magician's force to the right card and proceed as before. Now, what about if it spells to 14, like the jack of diamonds that we mentioned before? Well, if it spells to 14, you can take the two cards, put it on the top of the deck, and now the spectator's card will be the 14th card from the top. So you can just spell down to that card using the jack of diamonds, or whatever diamond it is, it spells to 14. So that only leaves a couple of possibilities. You have to have some combination of a club that has 10 letters to spell and a diamond that has 15 to spell. Now, if you had both, the club that spells to 10 and the diamond that spells to 15, that would be 25. So you would have already spelled down to 25 as described before. So that leaves only two scenarios unaccounted for, which is you have two low clubs, or low in the sense that they have 10 letters to spell, or you have two high diamonds in the sense that they take 15 letters to spell. And first of all, the chance of this happening is less than 1 in 200. And second of all, I'll leave it as an exercise for the listener on how to deal with this situation. As there's a number of different ways you could do with it. You could deal with it. And my intent here, what I presented right now, is very much Harry Lorayne-esque. This is exactly the sort of thing that he would do. It would be just to figure out how to make the situation work to produce a magical effect. And so that's what I've been trying to do here in this video, is just to explain a way. And obviously there's different ways that you could go about doing this. But this gives an idea of an effect can be really can really work really well. Well, I thank you for watching, and until next time.